Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Frances and I am going to make some shoes to go with this cap that I made. And I just wanted me some easy slides to kind of go along with this. So, with that being said, I started out and finished one. And I want to show you how I made it. Real simple. Let's get started. First, I end up using different, and I tied all of these are all knotted together. So let me give you the length of each one of these that I end up doing. The length is for one, that's at 16 and a half. So I did at least about 17. I did like another inch because by me tying them in a knot, I had used a little bit of that. So all of these should be like 17 inches. And then after I tied them, the longer parts, I just cut them off. So I just took all of the colors. It was easier for me to do it this way than any other one. So here is some of the ones that I end up having left over. And I give you this one here is, okay, so actually it's 18 inches that I end up having. Okay, so that way when I once I cut it off, it'll have so I just use as many colors as I had left over, because these are like leftover yarn, and I use those what I had in order to make this. Anyway, let's get started. And what you're gonna need, this is a 6.0 hook. I use this, and you're going to need, of course, some shoes or slides of your choice. I also use some E6000 in order to hold it on, and I use clothespins, something that's basically, I use this also. So it's just something to hold the fabric or the yarn on the shoe until it basically dries. All right, so let's get started. You're going to, let me move this out of the way. And let me get my other shoe here. Okay, so we're going to basically start out with chains, the length of, make a foundation chain. Oh, let me show you how I make mine, just in case. I take the hook, I wrap the yarn, grab where I wrapped it, yarn over, and I pull through. Then I tighten the yarn. So we're just going to keep going until we get the length of the shoe that we're going to use. Let's measure this from one side to the next. It will stretch, but I need to make sure that I have enough chains that's going to give me what I'm looking for. I don't want to stretch too much. So from there, from here to the end is perfect. And I'm going to chain 2, and then I'm going to go into the 1 to the second stitch, and I'm going to do once I go into the second stitch, I'm going to actually do a what is this called? Oh, my brain just went to sleep. A double crochet, that's what I'm looking for. Doing a double crochet, and every stitch across. Okay. And once we get to the end, we're going to chain 2, and we're going to go back across. You're just going to keep going with double crochets, oops, all the way to the end. Alrighty, we're almost there. Okay, so that's the last one. We're gonna stretch this out and see is it gonna fit. It fits perfect. Alrighty, so now we're going to chain 2, turn our work. We're gonna yarn over. We're gonna go into the first stitch, and we're gonna do another double crochet all the way across. This is probably one of the simplest, easiest thing to actually do. And we're going to do this until this part, we get enough that's going to, make sure I stay in frame here, to cover the area we're trying to cover. Okay. And we're almost at the end. I'm trying to go as slow as I possibly can right now. And one last stitch. Don't forget that last stitch. All right, let's make sure. Okay, we're doing good. Now we're gonna make sure we do this until it reaches up here to the top. And once it gets there, I'll be back. Okay, after you chain 2, you're gonna go into this stitch right here, that very first stitch. I'm gonna take this slow just in case if somebody don't know how to do. You're gonna wrap, this is considered a double crochet. You're gonna wrap the yarn around your hook, insert your hook, grab your yarn, pull it back through your hook, grab your yarn, pull it through 2, and pull it through 2 more. Again, wrap the yarn around the hook, go into your very next stitch, which will be this stitch right here, right there. You're gonna go in, grab the yarn, pull it through 2, pull it through 2 more. Wrap the yarn, insert, grab the yarn, wrap the yarn, pull through, pull through. So anyway, we're gonna do this until, these are considered double crochets, and we're gonna make double crochets until we get to the desired length of your shoe that you're actually doing. So just gonna keep going. I didn't count to find out how many, let's make sure I get that. Didn't count to find out how many I did for the other. And it also depends on how tight your stitches are versus how loose your stitches are. how many rows that you're going to do. You want to try to keep all of your stitches basically the same, uniform till you know, that way it all look the same. Now we're at the last one. Don't forget this last stitch, because if you forget that, that's going to take your, at this point, we want it to go out this way anyway to meet, let me grab my shoe, to meet, as you can see, it's not as wide here, it's more narrow here, and it get wider. That's one reason why you want to make sure you, okay, we're going to chain 2 first, and I'll finish that segment. That's why you want to make sure you go into this very first stitch here. That's going to help it to widen out even more. As you can see how it's starting to go out. It's more narrow down this way, but it's starting to widen out even more as we go up, because that's what we're looking for. We're looking to get it going all the way to up here. So, all right, we're going to continue this. Let me move this out of the way until we get our desired length. And we'll be back. As you can see right here, I didn't cut this piece. Don't know how I missed that, but let's cut that now as we speak. Here. There we go. And don't forget the last one. Okay, so now let's try it. Even though I know it's not there yet. Actually, it's good. We're good. Because it will stretch to get to wherever the sides or whatever. So you can see this will stretch on here. All right, now that we got this part, let's go back to this piece here. And let's pull that. And insert this. Okay. Yeah. All right, this is going to be perfect. So I'm going to weave in these pieces. Okay, so now I'm going ready to take this and hide my ends. So I thread that, as you can see. And then I'm just going to go in and like this. I'm trying to stay in all the brown colors, if that makes sense. Okay. And then I'm going to take it backwards and bring it back through. And that's basically it. Then I'm going to cut it. So we're in with that one. And I'm going to do the same thing with this part here. Just so I can use the thing. So we're going to take this and we're going to go in. As you see, this is much shorter. So I'm going to go into here. Bring it through. And cut it. All right. So now that we've done that, we're going to get our E6000. I'm going to use that E6000. I'm going to make sure this is centered here. Okay. So we're going to take our E6000 and let me get my little clips down. Move that out of the way so I don't drop it on the floor. And get my clips down. And we're going to take it and we're going from side all the way to the end. Oh, am I in the camera? My bad. And with that side to this side. Okay, so we're gonna do that. And I'm actually gonna put a piece right here. Get that off of here real quick. All right, I'm back. And we're gonna take this and we're gonna make sure this is the right size. You pick the size that you want. A lot of the ones is gonna have the bumps on them, the knots or whatever. This one seems like it's a little bit better. So I'm gonna use this side. So I'm gonna take it from here to here. And this is what I'm clipping. Actually, I'm gonna use this one here. And I'm gonna clip these together. From here to here. And you're gonna clip that. And then you're gonna pull this down. To make it all the way to the end to there. And we're gonna take our pin, close pin. I'm not putting any right here yet. I'm just doing just the sides. As you can see, we already have that. So I'm gonna pull this side over here from one end to the next. And get the other pin and put it there. And then once this dry a little bit, then you can take it and put your E6000 right around here and pull this and stuff. Oops, I don't want to pull that too far. That's why we want to make sure that dry. And then you're going to stretch that and cover up the shoe. And that's basically it. So we're going to let that sit and I'll be back. Actually, I have the finished product right here. I don't have to come back. And this is basically what you have after it's all done. You basically have the same thing. This is the end results. All right, thank you for watching. If this helped you or you know someone that does something or doing something like this, please share this with your family and friends. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and the share button. And also, if you haven't subscribed, this would be a good time to do so right now, and hit that bell so whenever I upload anything, you will be aware of it. Thanks again for watching.